Good afternoon, my crafty friends. How are you today? And once again, I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is dark and dreary and rainy here. But anyway, so be it. So that makes it a good day to craft. My name is Judy Menlove, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Markham, Ontario, Canada. So I'm just going to wait a minute and see if anybody pops on and see if I can get this to show up on my iPad in case there are any comments. So just bear with me one moment. And not working. And get out of that. Go back in there. Still not working. Gotta love technology, eh? Hey Rose, how you doing today? Okay, let me get out of this altogether. And let me... Oh, I don't know why sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Okay. Don't want to go there. Let's try that. And that, and that. Yeah, it's still not there. Okay, so not going to show up today for whatever reason. It just doesn't want to, I don't know why. And things like this really annoy me to no end. I hate technology. Okay. Just bear with me another minute. I know. I apologize. I'm trying to get out of this altogether. And of course, I can't seem to be able to do that either. Okay. Out. Okay, so I am not where I want to be. Okay. All right, so I am... Hey, Jean. I am not in Judy's Paper Crafts today. I am on Judy Menlove, I think. Did you guys find me in Judy's Paper Crafts? Oh, now I don't know where I am. Okay, let's go here. Yeah. Okay, I am not where I wanted to be. So anyways, whatever. You guys found me. That's the main thing. I am not in my Judy's Paper Crafts today. I am in Judy Menlove, so that's okay. All right, so at least I found myself, and that's good. All right, so I have no announcements today. There are two new kits that came out. Today's Wednesday, yesterday. So they came out yesterday. Actually, there was a whole bunch of new stuff that came out yesterday. A whole bunch of online exclusives. So go to stampinup.ca or stampinup.com, depending on if you're in Canada or the US, and have a look and see. There is lots and lots of new stuff that came out yesterday online. So have a look at all that. And two new kits came out. They are both very nice. One has stamping in it and one does not have any stamping. So have a look at that. And if you need to purchase anything, let me know. Okay, so I am in craft fair mode these last few weeks. My first craft show is next Saturday. And then I have one the following Saturday and one the Saturday after that. So, yes, I've been crafting up a storm in my craft cave. So that's what I'm going to show you today. Another little crafting thing that I'm working on. So bear with me. I'm just going to turn the camera down and we'll get started. Okay. All right. There we go. That looks pretty good. Okay. All right, so I am going to show you these little purses that I am going to make for you, okay? And I usually have these at my craft show. Now, full disclosure here, normally I do the Hershey Nuggets. So here's an old one. This opens like that. And inside are two Hershey Nuggets, okay? The craft shows, okay, one is in Scarborough at Oh, the name escapes me. Is that a church? What is the name of that church? You know, where else? Honestly, I can't remember. I will post it on my page. I just can't think of. Oh, St. Andrew's Church. It's down around Brimley, just south of Lawrence, I believe, or north of Lawrence, I think. Anyway, it is this particular Christmas at the church is packed. So it's a really good vendor show for me. And then the following week, so that's what, I don't know, the following Saturday, I'll be at the Uxbridge Arena. So I'll be there on the Saturday. And then the other Saturday, I'm not sure what it's called. I've never been there before. So anyway, I will post them all on my page. So you'll know if you can come and see me. That'd be great. Okay. So normally I do these with the Hershey Nuggets. For those of us who live in Canada, unfortunately, we cannot get the Hershey Nuggets here. Only in the US. I can get them on Amazon for like $60 a bag, which is like 4 times the price of what it should be. So I won't buy them, obviously. But anyway, so I was trying to think, what else can I do other than the Hershey Nuggets, since I can't get them here. So I decided I would use some of these Ondays mints. These are the creme de menthe thins. So they are the chocolate with the mint middle. Okay. So I really like these. They're very refreshing after dinner and stuff. So anyways, I mucked around with the dimensions and came up with this little guy. So I covered him. He's not quite as good as the nuggets, but I thought he was still okay. So these little purses are really cute. You know, if you're going to see a girlfriend or something, just take one along. They don't have to be for Christmas. You can use them anytime. Okay. All right. So then I decided, I realized actually I did some with some Hershey Kisses. That's not the one I wanted to show you. With some Hershey Kisses as an alternative as well. And then I realized that if I use the same dimensions, I can get 2 of those Ondays mints on top of each other. And I like it better because it's smaller and it fits better. See, so this one's okay. But the other problem with this one is you have to wrap it lengthwise. But I still like it better. So I will show you how easy it is to make these. So you need to get your trimmer out. And I'm going to use some red. This is also a great way to use up your scraps. So we're going to cut this at 2 inches. By 5 5/8. So this is 5.5. And then those other little lines here are 16th inches. So you want to do 2 lines. So that's 5 5/8. All right, and then we're going to score at 1.5. I'm going to make a couple of these, so I'll go through the dimensions again. 1.5, 2.5, 4 1/8, and 4 3/8. Okay, so that's that one. And we're just going to fold on the score lines. Okay, and then we need a piece of designer series paper, 2 inches by 1 1/4 inches. Now I had a scrap piece here, and of course now I can't find it. Where did it go? I just lost myself here too. I'm not having a good day. Okay. Oh, no, that's not it. I had a little scrap piece here. Oh, maybe this is it. Oh, I need your trimmer back. Okay, so you're going to cut this at 2 by 1 1/4. And this is kind of like a non-directional thing, so it doesn't really matter which way it goes. But if you had a directional thing, you would want it to go this way. Okay, So that's 2 inches by 1 1/4. Okay. Put my trimmer away again for a minute. All right, so we're going to just glue that piece on here. So here's your 2 score lines. So you're going to want to glue it on here. And make sure you put the glue all over because you're going to cut some of it off. So we'll just glue that on there. Okay, now I have an old scallop tag punch that I use. If you don't have any type of punch or anything, just kind of round the corners a little bit. Okay, because that's really all you need to do, just to give it a little something. I'm going to punch that out. Garbage. And so it kind of looks like that. All right. All right, so then we're going to take some tear and tape. This is double-sided tape. If you don't have tear and tape, you can use whatever you have. So double-sided tape. And I'm just going to put it right here in between these 2 score lines. Okay, so it's going to go right here in between the 2 score lines. I don't worry about if it hangs over a little bit. I'm going to take a pick tool and remove the backing here. And it's a little bit hanging over, so I just fold that back. No big deal. And I'm going to take some ribbon. If I can find my ribbon. I've got some 1/4 inch white ribbon here. And I'm going to measure off 6 inches. Okay, and then we're going to adhere the ribbon. So we're going to kind of start in the middle, glue that there. Rip it around and put it on the other side, just like that. Okay? And there's your little handle. All right. So now you're going to kind of fold it over like this. I use the Swiss. Okay, yes, I know what you mean. I don't know what you're trying to say there, but yes, I know what you mean. The squares from Costco, 2 together. Going to try icy squares, but they might be too big. All right, I never thought about those Swiss things, but yeah, that's a good idea, Jean. I like that. Okay, so you're going to fold that over like that, and you're going to, I'm having a hard time with this. Should have done this first. Okay, and then you're just going to puncture that a little bit. I just put a little mark there, and then just press that in a little bit to get a hole. And then you're going to take a brad. There's all my brads. And I'm going to use a gold brad today on this one. And then we're just going to push that in. Okay, sometimes these brads separate really easy. Other times they're difficult. This one looks like the 2 sides are the same size. So it's going to be difficult, of course. Because I'm live, that's why. Okay, I'll try for another 30 seconds. If I can't get it, I'll just get another brad. Let's get another brad. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe this brad will be better, hopefully. So we're just going to push this in. I can't seem to even hang on to this one. There you go. Push them in a little bit. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, so now you don't want to push it in real tight. You want to have a little bit of play out here. So just push it in a little bit and bend that back. And we need to put the chocolates in. So I'm just going to do the Hershey Kisses first. So I just got 2 Hershey Kisses here. And my tape. Just going to use some tape runner. There we go. And I'll just put them in there like that. And I'm just going to actually just kind of push them in from the bottom here, because they don't seem to want to stay very well. But if I push them in from the bottom, then they work. There we go. And then you're just going to fold this over, pull this down a little bit, and pull the handle up. And there you go. And there's your cute little purse with 2 Hershey Kisses in it. Sometimes I wonder why I do things live. There we go. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, this one doesn't want to stay. Quit while I'm ahead, right? Maybe it's not out far enough. Hang on, that's why you have to kind of leave a little bit of play out there. All right, let's try this one more time. See, this only happens when I go live, right? There. I think I finally got it. All right, so there that is with the 2 Hershey Kisses. Okay, so, and I will do one more, close that before I lose something, with the Ondays mints. Whoops, get rid of this gold one that didn't work. Yeah, so this is one of these Craft Mates things, and I like this because they can't fall out at all. Even if you drop them, they won't fall out. You have to push the end in, and they'll open it up. I got this at Michael's. I know I'm not supposed to talk about that company, but okay. So again, we're going to cut this at 2 inches by 5 5/8. And we're going to score at 1 1/2, 1 1/2, and 2 1/2, 4 1/8, and 4 3/8. All right, and then I'm going to need a piece. I don't want that one. I want this paper. I'm going to need a piece of, where's my note here? 2 by 1 1/4. What's this one? All right, so we'll do 1 1/4. You also want kind of a small print for your DSP. Large print kind of gets lost. 2 by 1 1/4, so 2. 2 by 1 1/4. And then I need a couple of pieces to wrap the mints in, and they are going to be 2 1/4 by 1 3/8. So what was this one? So we'll make this 1 3/8. 1 3/8. And we're going to need 2 of those. 1 3/8 by 2 1/4. Just going to double this up, and 2 1/4. There we go. Okay, I think we're done with the trimmer. So we can put that away. All right, so let's do this first. We're just going to fold this on all the score lines. This is Old Olive I'm using. Okay. And I'm going to glue our Designer Series paper onto this one here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. All right, and then we're going to put that into the trimmer. Again, if you don't have a punch that works, just kind of round the edges, just so it's a little bit softer looking. Sorry about that. I bet that was really loud. Okay. And I'm going to take, I need a couple of mints here. I'm going to do the mints. You know what? I cut these wrong because these are my old notes. I don't know where my other note is. Okay, so these need to be wrapped this way. So I need, oh, here's my note here. No, that's not it either. See, you know, you have so many notes and I throw them in the garbage, and 1.5. I need about 3 1/4. So let's bring my trimmer back. Sorry about this, guys. So 3 1/4. Let me see if that will work. I'm gonna do 3 1/2. 3 1/2. I wish I knew what I do with that note. 3 1/2, and these are roughly 3/4 of an inch. So I think I'll try this one. No, that looks a little narrow. What if I do 1/2 inch or 3/4 of an inch? Let's see. No, a little less than 3/4. So we'll go, what is this, for 5/8. So this is what, 3 1/2 by 5/8, I think. Let's see. All right, this is 3 1/2 by 5/8. Perfect. Sometimes it just takes me a while. 3 1/2 by 5/8. Okay. Put that to one side. Get that over there. Put my trimmer away. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put some glue here. And we're just going to wrap this. I make this too short. Yep, just a little bit, but that's okay. Just barely made it. So I guess it needs to be 3 3/4 for future reference. And we'll wrap this one. I'm not used to wrapping candies this way. Okay. All right, let's move that over here. And, okay, so we need our tear and tape again, which I know is staring at me. Here it is. Okay, we're just going to put this again right in between those two score lines. And then we're going to pick this off. The chocolates are prettier when wrapped in the pattern paper. It saves a little time when you don't have to wrap them. People can see what's in it. Yeah, very true, Jean. Yeah, the Hershey, I like the Hershey Kisses because you don't have to wrap them. Plus, it helps if you get the size of the wrapping paper correct, too. What am I doing? Right. Ribbon. And my ribbon, here it is. This is the Mossy Meadow and Gold. I really, really like this. So we're going to cut this 6 inches. My scissors. Okay, so actually this is almost 2 colors. So that's what it is on one side. And on the other side, it's a little bit darker. So I'm going to use the bright side. I'll put that there like that. Bring it around. And I'll put it back there like that. And the handle's done. Okay. So I just want to do the Brad now. So he's going to go about here. Maybe I can just, there, should be enough. And I think I'll use, maybe I'll use a silver one. Okay. Maybe these will open a little bit easier. Okay, so I'm going to open him up, but we want to make sure we have a little bit of play here. Okay. Yeah, we don't want them to be quite tight. We don't want them to be flush there. We want to have them sticking out just a little bit. All right, so now I'm going to put some tape on here. So I know, see, the paper is too short. I cut it too short, so it's just going to be glued onto the paper here. All right, so this one is going to go on top of this. And then we're going to put some here. And put him there, like that. Let's press it down a little bit, make sure it sticks well. And then fold this over. And voila. See? So the paper matches what's on the front of the purse. Aren't these cute? I love these little things. I just think they're so cute. You know, if you're going to see somebody, you know, going out with a girlfriend or something, take one of these with you and give it to them. It's just a little, you know, hi there, thank you for being who you are. No reason for it, but anyways. All right, so that's what I have for today, guys. I told you it was going to be short and sweet. And yeah, like I said, I'm busy. I will post where I'm going for my craft fairs on my Judy's Papercraft page. I don't know how I managed to screw this up, but I did, so I'm on the wrong page. And I don't know if I can transfer it over to Judy's Papercrafts, but I will see. Anyways, so there's those ones and the little Hershey Kisses. So there we go. Aren't they cute? They're just so adorable. All right, that's it, guys. Thanks very much for joining me. I do appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to watch. And I will see you back on Judy's Papercrafts, hopefully. Hey, Ann, thank you. Back on Judy's Papercrafts page next Wednesday. All right, take care. Have a wonderful week. See you soon. Bye now.